page. I'm tagging a couple of people because I want you guys to come on and be a part of this profit party with me. We're going to wait about 5 minutes before we get started. But while we're waiting, why don't you drop in the chat where you're from? We want to know all over where you're from. Are you from St. Louis? Are you from New York? Are you from New Jersey? Are you from Atlanta? We just want to know where you're from. So, because we want to be able to, for you guys to celebrate with us. So, I am sharing to my page right now. And I am excited. I'm excited. Let me know. Let me know. Are you excited to be here, be a part of our profit party? We're going to talk about some generational wealth, and this is the best time to talk about it because a lot of us are at home. A lot of us trying to figure out what to do and what our next move is. This is the perfect time to get on and listen to make sure that we know our next move, and when we're doing it smart, because we're going to talk about credit. We're going to talk about strategies on how to get your credit together. We're going to talk about strategies on really how do you build wealth in an economy like this. And then hear from a subject matter expert, which is my friend, who's been through a lot of these type of challenges and came through on the other side, and he can tell you what he know, and not only what he know, I mean, not what he heard, but what he truly knows to be true about times like this. So we're going to be talking about making sure that you're on the right side of this. When we come out of this, we want to make sure everybody's on the right side so that we all can win and understand how our money should be working for us. So I'm going to check my phone again to see if there's anybody on so that I can shout you out and where you're from. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. But I'm super excited. I'm going to put my phone down because we have 1 minute to go. And for you guys who don't know who I am, I'm Ariel Bivens Biggs. I'm the founder of Young Biz Kids, where we teach kids financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and leadership skills. I'm also the mom of Mikey the Kid, who knows the biz, who owns a vending machine company in the St. Louis area. And most importantly, I am a community advocate. I advocate for financial literacy. I advocate for entrepreneurship. I advocate for families to start something of their own that they have ownership over so that they can pass on to the next generation. So I want to introduce to you guys my mentor, my friend, and most importantly, like just an all-around good person who knows a lot about the financial industry and knows a lot about how to break down information to where you can understand it, so that when you go into a place and talk about your finances or what needs to be done, you are very knowledgeable, understand the terminology, and understand what's going on so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my mentor, my friend, Mr. H Cortez.
Hey, Ariel, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to use my video with the particular apparatus that I'm using to screen share. My video is actually reserved for something else. Nevertheless, you get to hear my voice, and I'm going to share some wonderful information with you. Glad to partner with you on this, Ariel. I know you teach entrepreneurship to the babies. You teach them about basic financial principles and strategies, which is wonderful. So proud to see everything that you're doing and how your organization is growing. But we're not going to belabor the moment. We're going to get right into this presentation for tonight, because we are here. Hopefully, whoever shared this information with you and invited you out tonight, hopefully they told you that we are here to talk about money. And we're not ashamed to say it. That's who we are. That's what we do. So I'm going to pull up the screen right now and see if I can get over to my presentation for this evening. So we call this a profit party, guys, because when you understand how to pursue profits and not just wages, then that can be a literal game changer for you and your family. So again, I'm H Cortez. I've been coached by some very, very successful people financially and some successful people in business. And I have on good authority to share with you what it is that I've learned and what I've been applying in my own life and how it's been transforming me and my family. So why are you here? Well, you are here hopefully to talk about money, right? And whose money are we talking about? We're talking about your money. So if you're taking notes, you want to write down 4 numbers, right? Because we call this our countdown to financial freedom. So you're going to write down the number 4, which represents 4 challenges, right? And those 4 challenges, we actually have a remedy for them with 3 solutions, right? And when you apply these 3 solutions, they're going to help you overcome or meet your 2 objectives. And all of this is going to be handled by a single company that we're going to introduce you to. So when you stick around to the end, not only are we going to introduce you to this company, but we're going to introduce you to some powerful, wonderful bonuses, guys, that you do not want to miss. So what are the 4 challenges that you have to deal with? Some of you guys probably already know: taxes, credit and debt, big business, and inflation are the 4 main challenges. If you can knock these challenges out, you can transform your financial life, which for most people, if they transform their finances, their entire life transforms as well. So we've all been conditioned to go to school, get a good education so we can get a good job, and then what? Give a third of our income to taxes, right? I know a lot of people argue with me on this, but federal taxes, state taxes, local taxes, sales tax, personal property tax, shoot, they even got a death tax. After you die, Uncle Sam is trying to get your money, right? We accumulate debt using credit to make up the difference, right? So we gave our first third away. Now we borrow money to try to make up the difference. So we give the second 1/3 of our income away to the banks via credit card and personal loans. And then our remaining 1/3 is what we're left with to live off of. Guys, if you, like most people, feel that, hey man, I make 30,000, 80,000, 120,000, whatever it is you make, chances are it doesn't feel like that number. Why? Because of what goes to taxes and what goes to big business, and you're trying to live off what's left, right? So 1/3 to taxes, 1/3 to the banks, 1/3 to big business. And now that our money is gone, we still have to figure out how we're going to save for retirement, right? And how are you going to do that and put your money in places that's going to outpace inflation? So what are the results for most Americans who followed this plan, right? They went to school, they got educated, they got the good job with benefits. If the American dream was as simple as that, then tell me why 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 80% of them have credit challenges. 70% are overpaying taxes, and 90% are burdened with debt, right? That's leaving 70+% of Americans with less than $5,000 when they get to retirement age. So what are we going to do about that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Introducing to you, now that you know what shifted your money away from you, let's see how we can shift it all back with our strategy known as income shifting, right? So what is income shifting? It's a financial strategy we use to shift income back to its original owner, which is you, right? So how do our 3 solutions work? Write this down in your notes. And if someone will put this in the chat on Facebook, that would be amazing. But solution number 1 is cash flow management, right? You've got to manage your cash flow. See, a lot of us believe that it's all about, getting an advanced degree so we can make more money. But really, for most of us, if we can just do better with the money we currently have, it'll be a game changer. Then there's business income, right? It's 3 reasons that I really believe that you ought to be pursuing business income. And if I have time to get into them, I will. And then last but not least, investment income. We talked about you being able to live and after you pay all your bills, you should have money to invest, right? Well, if you're not shifting your income, then chances are you might find yourself in that situation where you're one of those people who got less than $5,000 in your account when you hit 65. So shift your income back to you by, number one, getting your taxes to go down, right? Taxes got to go down so that your income and cash flow can go up. The second thing that has to go down is your debts. Now, we're not saying that you never borrow money, but we are saying that if you don't manage your cash flow and how you borrow your money and what you do and come up with a strategic plan to pay that money off, is going to hurt you in the long run. And then last but not least, you got to minimize your expenses, right? And people hate when I get here because they're like, we've got to minimize our eating out. We got to minimize our entertainment, maybe not go out to the movies as much. Yeah, you can do that, but really the biggest things that you need to minimize is your taxes and your debt, right? And we're going to help you do that. Then when it comes to business income, why is business income so important? Because believe it or not, business income is income that is controlled and owned by you. See, as an entrepreneur, if I don't like what my income statement says, if I don't like what my profit margins are today, I can do something to change that, right? A lot of times if you are working a job, no matter how hard you work, if it's not in the budget to give you a raise or a bonus, it's just not in the budget, right? And then you can earn unlimited residual income. That's a term that most working Americans think is only reserved for entertainers, authors, singers. No, you can earn residual income as well. And then there is leveraged income, right? How do you build income that is not solely dependent on your labor, your efforts? That is leveraged income. See, we understand leverage when it comes to other things. Like if I wanted to move a bunch of furniture out of a house and I tried to do that all by myself, I'd look silly, especially when there's other men standing around offering to help. And I'm like, nah, I got it. I'm going to do it by myself. I'm going to pick this big old couch up and wiggle it through this door myself. That's not using leverage. Leverage will say, hey, why don't all 6 of us take a piece, help one another out, and we can clear this room out in a twinkling of an eye, right? But when it comes to money, we seem to always try to do it on our own. The difference between the way wealthy people believe and most poor and middle class people is this. Wealthy people understand that building wealth is a team sport. And that's what I want to help you understand tonight. And then there's investment income. When you have investments, you earn capital gains, you earn dividends. If you invest in businesses, you can build business residual income and generate royalties and profits in lots of different ways, right? So let's look at the life of an employee, right? Someone who works a job, and this is not a job bashing presentation, ladies and gentlemen. That's not what this is. However, if you work a job only, you're going to lose about 37% of your income to taxes, right? And here's the mindset of somebody who works a job only. Employees work, employees pay taxes right off the top, and then they're left to try to spend or live on what's left. That's called trading time for money. And then you have your business owner, right? What is the difference? A business owner is working for profits while employees work for wages, right? Business owners will be taxed anywhere from 0 to 23% because of the tax code that they get to play in, right? There's 2 sets of tax laws. There's one for employees, and then there's one for business owners, landowners, and investors. You, my friend, trust me, want to be playing in the latter, right? So your business works, your business gets to spend first, and then your business pays taxes on what's left. This is how business owners are able to beat inflation and income limits with the power of leverage. Last but not least, the investor, right? The investor is going to pay 0 to 15% in taxes because they make their money with money, right? So your money works for you 24/7. It doesn't get sleepy. It doesn't need a break. It doesn't take days off or vacations. All your money knows how to do is make more money. The question you have to ask yourself is, who is your money making more money for, right? And then your money works, your money makes more money, and you're taxed the least. This is how you acquire time and financial freedom. So, what are the two objectives that you are trying to meet? Again, your current lifestyle is paid for with your labor. Nothing wrong with a job. We say be thankful for your job, just don't be satisfied. And that's, of course, if you want more out of life. Not everybody is in that place. Some people are completely content and satisfied with where they are. That's just not me. I believe that when I ride down the Interstate 270 here in St. Louis, and I look to my left and I see a Hilton hotel, and I look to my right and I see a Marriott hotel. I drive down a little further and I see a Hampton hotel. I drive up around the corner from my house and I see a Firestone tire shop. I realize that yes, those are businesses, but those are also people's names. Do you guys realize that? Firestone is somebody's name. They built an empire and left a mark on this world. Marriott is somebody's name. Hilton, Hampton, those are the names of individuals who were not content and satisfied, and they built something that is standing the test of time. I'm just so bold enough to believe that I can ride down some of these same highways and look to my left and look to my right and see Thornton plastered on top of big buildings in my city. I don't know about you, but I'm just bold enough to believe that, right? So, what is the one company that does it all? The company that I'm excited to introduce to you guys is called MWR Financial strategies company that provides everything you need to shift your money back from those entities that's getting it from you, taxes, big business, and the banks, and grow your income at the exact same time. So, the Make Wealth Real movement is to provide American families with everything they need to overcome the financial challenges created by our tax, credit, banking, and educational systems. See, guys, it's not 100% your fault. It's not. However, after tonight's presentation, if you don't take action and you've seen the answers to your problems and you do nothing with them, now you can no longer blame the tax, credit, banking, and educational systems. So you can live the current and future lifestyle that you want. So what are our goals here in the Make Wealth Real movement? Our goal is to eliminate $50 billion in consumer debt. Get those credit cards paid off. We want to create 10,000 millionaires and 150,000 six-figure earners. And then we want to help to generate $100 billion in investment income. And how is all this made possible for you? I'm glad you asked. Cash flow management and investment income through our Financial Edge membership. And I'm going to share with you what that is here in a second. But then also for those go-getters who might be watching this right now, and you're sitting back and you're looking at someone like the founder of Zoom, right? If you don't know what Zoom is, that is a video conferencing app, right? We are actually on the Zoom platform right now, and it's allowing me to communicate with people all over the world. Well, guess what? when companies and countries start shutting down and people had to stay at home, you know what they did to communicate? They all went and downloaded the Zoom app. And as a result, in less than a month, the founder of Zoom's net worth increased by $2 billion. See, there's some of you guys who are watching this webinar right now, and you're thinking to yourself, what is my next move going to be? When this thing is over, how can I position myself to go to the next level financially? That's where business ownership and business income comes in. And we have not only a Financial Edge membership for your personal finances, but if you so choose to grow with us, a financial education franchise where you get paid for helping others overcome the 4 challenges using our 3 solutions so they can meet their 2 financial objectives, then the game will change for you, my friend. So let's get into it. So our Financial Edge membership is your personal team of financial experts that use proven strategies to shift and grow your income. It is everything you need to succeed like a financial expert without having to become one. Why? Because our financial experts do all the work. I want you guys to get that. Every wealthy person in this country has a team of financial minds behind them that help them make the financial decisions to build, maintain, and protect their wealth, and most importantly, to grow that wealth. And now you, my friend, have access to some of those very same people. So we talked about cash flow management. How do we help you with our Financial Edge improve your cash flow management? Well, it's simple. With our Money Max strategy, you're going to get access to a tax strategy that's causing an instant pay raise for about 80% of people who work in this country because they're overpaying taxes because they simply don't understand, right? So that instant pay raise, you'll be able to ask our experts unlimited advice on demand from CPAs, CFPs, and enrolled agents. Our tax experts will help you stop overpaying taxes. It's going to help you use the business tax laws to help you pay less by adjusting your W-4, right? The results, tax savings get shifted back to your income, back to your pocket. Then we have Credit Max, credit restoration strategies to increase your credit scores, lower interest rates, monthly payments go down, insurance premiums go down. Our credit experts restore, enhance, rebuild, and monitor your credit. Average scores are 50 to 150 points over 100,000 customers that have been serviced with this program so far. What are the results? All of those interest savings get shifted back to you. That's right. The money that was going to the banks now stays in your pocket. Then we have our Equity Max program, right? Debt elimination strategies, which this system will help you to eliminate all your debts in record time without paying more. Now, this baffled my mind, right? Because you have a budget right now that you're using to pay off your debts with. These guys have come up with a proprietary system that will take that exact same budget, give you a game plan every month, and say if you pay your debts according to our plan versus your creditor's plans, we'll get you out of debt in a third to half the time. Then we have our Wealth Max team, right? Our Wealth Max team is here to help you with asset accumulation, right? Wealth generation strategies, the best ways to save, grow, and protect your money tax-free without risk of loss. That's powerful because we know when this corona pandemic started, the stock market started rocking and shaking and it's going up and down. Well, guess what? Millions of Americans lost a huge chunk of their retirement accounts as a result, because they don't know the strategies that wealthy people know to protect their money. See, a lot of wealthy people didn't lose any money, not because they have foresight into what was going to happen. It's how they invest, where their money is, and you can put your money in some of those exact same places. Guys, so what is the result? Your money grows and works for you, and you become the bank with their land banking program, their private reserve accounts. Guys, it's phenomenal. Now, I got to say my disclaimer, results may vary. These are confidential and compliant results provided by licensed, qualified experts. This is not you talking to your buddy about what you should do with your money. No, this is you talking to certified professionals, confidential conversation, so you don't got to worry about anybody spilling all your business, right? So that's our Financial Edge membership. How many of you guys know that it just makes sense to have access to tax strategies so you don't overpay? What did our president say? Not paying taxes makes you smart, right? You have access to financial planners to help you build wealth, right? The school systems then teaches about credit, about debt, but you got a team of professionals behind you that will help you eliminate your debt in half the time, right? Now, let's talk about what happens if you actually not only got the Financial Edge membership, but you partner with us in business and you start sharing this opportunity with others, right? And I'm going to give you some bonuses to help you do this really, really effectively and efficiently if you stick around to the end, right? You can make wealth real by increasing your income one digit at a time. So let's go through this real quickly and we'll be done. So if you, my friend, introduce 3 entrepreneurially minded people to our system and 1 customer signed up with you and got the Financial Edge membership, that puts you on our Fast Start 3-in-1. What does that mean? All that really means is that if you do this in 30 days or less, you're going to earn a $150 bonus. You're going to earn $50 per person that you referred to our business system. You're going to earn $40 per customer. So your 3 go-getters that you referred to our system and your 1 customer netted you $340 for simply referring people to a program that's going to change their lives financially. Let me ask you this, and I want you guys to put this in the chat. Do you think there's going to be at least a handful of people when this pandemic is over that's going to need some help in the area of their finances? Do you think there's a few people who may got laid off on their job and they might be living off credit cards right now? Do you think their credit is taking a hit because their income went down a little bit? When those people get back on their feet, you think they're going to want to reach out to somebody to get some help with their credit? Absolutely. Here's what happens, and this is what we talk about leverage. So you introduced 3 people and you did that in 30 days and they all got 1 customer just like you did. Now you're talking about $150 in bonus money, right? But if you can introduce 3 people and 1 customer in 30 days, can't you teach somebody else how to do that? Absolutely. Well, when that happens in 60 days or less, you earn another $450 bonus. And then when those people go out and do the exact same thing, they all teach 3 people how to use our system. You earn a $900 bonus. Now, here's what's cool about our system, guys. We pay daily. Every single day, you can make money with MWR Financial. In addition to daily pay, we have something called guaranteed pay. So when you introduce those 3 qualified financial directors and that 1 customer, that puts you in line to lock in $5 per day in daily guarantee. In other words, $150 per month. Then What happened from there, let's take it a step further. What if you say, hey, if 3 is the minimum, I've never been a minimum type person, I'm going to go out and introduce 12 people to this system, right? I personally introduced 12 people to this system. It's going to lock me in at $600 a month and guaranteed pay. Now watch this. Say those 12 people that you introduce aren't as ambitious as you are, and they can't quite even do half of what you do. So those 12 were able to introduce 5 people. Those 5 people introduce a couple people, and they introduce a couple people. That's what we call our 4, 5, 6, and 7-digit residual income strategy. And here's why. When you introduce 12 people to this system yourself personally, and then those 12 are able to go and introduce 5. Now, it doesn't matter if they're able to do it in 30 days. It doesn't matter if they're able to do it in 6 months. It doesn't matter if it takes them a year to do this, but your 12 introduce 5, who introduce 3, and a couple more. That will put 584 people on your team. Your daily guarantee would be $6,000 per month. But that would also lock you into a $2,500 per month presidential bonus. And it doesn't stop there. We also have a luxury car bonus, and that will lock you in at $3,000 per month in our luxury car bonus. So less than 600 people on your team, and you are at $11,500 per month, or in other words, $138,000 per year. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not playing any games. If we are going to recover from this catastrophe, we need systems to do it. Most of us, when these companies come back online, some of them are not bringing everybody back with them. That's just the reality. This is not me being pessimistic for the sake of scaring you into joining our opportunity. That's not what this is about. The reality is some of the small businesses that had to close their doors for a month, 2 months, if this thing stretches out, some of those companies will not come back online. What do? We have to get ourselves in position to make money in a way that is not 100% dependent on someone else. We've got to get some leveraged income. We've got to get some residual income. And I'll just give you my personal testimony, guys. My wife says she's not going back into her job until this is over. She's got elderly parents that she takes care of. And I said, okay, babe, if that's what it is, that's what it is. But you know why I'm able to say that without a whole bunch of stress? It's because I have some non-wage income that comes into my household every month, meaning whether I roll over in bed or I roll out of bed and go to somebody's job, doesn't matter. I've got income coming in because I created leverage and residual income. Guys, you want to be able to put yourself in this position, and you can do it right now, even amidst everything that's going on. And that can change your life forever. Last but not least, I know you're probably asking yourself, well, Mr. Cortez, what is all of this going to cost me? Well, I'm glad you asked. But before we get to that, I promise you guys that we have some killer bonuses. And this is separate from what MWR Financial is going to give you. I want to make that clear. MWR Financial is going to give you a wonderful business team or a business system, right? They are going to give you a killer opportunity with all of the support, all of the training that you need to take your finances to the next level. But this, after all, is a business. And what we strive to do is help everybody on our team have success in this business. So we give you some bonuses to make that happen. So let's talk about your fast action bonus number 1. Fully customizable website with autoresponder. right? And here's the deal, guys. You can see this is a image from my website. You see it has my logo there. It has my brand there. It has my home, about, and contact me page. It has a place for me to capture people's name and email addresses. Guys, everybody who joins our team gets their own fully customizable website with autoresponder. See, I've been in this industry for a long time. And one thing that I know for sure is that this is a relationship business. And if you don't learn how to build a brand for yourself and set yourself apart from all the other MWR financial business owners, why would somebody join you versus somebody else? So we help you come out of the gates like a professional financial educator, right? When you send this website to your friends and your family members, and they see your professional website, and they put in their name and their email address, and they see how your system works, one thing that they're not going to say, man, what you doing with that little thing? Because it's a serious business, and they're going to be able to see that out of the gate, and we help you do that. What does an autoresponder do for you? An autoresponder eases the pain of you having to do a lot of manual stuff. Right now, you probably could sit back and call a bunch of people. But when you get back to work and things get back to normal, the average person just doesn't have a whole lot of time. Well, when somebody puts their name and email address into your system, then you have them as a lead. Your system will automatically follow up with them on autopilot. You will accumulate leads over time. So maybe when you're having a special event, or you're throwing a special, or you're having a profit party like this, how about being able to push a button and send one email to thousands of people to invite them to your next event online? That's what an autoresponder do, and that comes with your membership if you get started today. That's one of the bonuses that our team offers, right? Fast action bonus number 2, exclusive training from one of the best marketers in the business, right? This is my personal coach and mentor, Mr. Brian Bean. If you don't know this man's story, retired at 22, has been crushing it in the home-based business arena for 20 plus years, right? This is the 7th or 8th, I don't even know, I lost count, company that he's built all the way to the top. And we have a special relationship with him where he gives us his training for free. Now, I want you to know something about this and what makes it special. Mr. Bean is hired by companies all across this country and various networks to train their people on how to be more productive, to help them understand concepts and things that can take their business and their life to the next level, right? They pay him tens of thousands of dollars to do that. For us to get access to his library for free says a lot. But guess what? Mr. Bean is also an MWR financial affiliate, meaning he's not teaching us things that will help generally in this space. No, he's teaching us exactly what he did to grow his business to a $10,000 monthly residual income in less than 90 days. Now, again, results not typical. See our income disclosure in the description of this video, because he's not typical. And guess what? We're not looking for typical people either. He puts in the work, he puts in the time, but he's giving us the information to help us explode our business as well. He trains on 3 things primarily: mindset, money, and message. These are some of the courses that he have in his mindset training, right? Then these are some of the courses that you get access to in his money training. Ladies and gentlemen, there's over 20 courses that you have access to. Some of those courses can retail from anywhere from $47 all the way up to $397 or more, but we get over 20 of them absolutely free. You literally get to get inside the mind of a multimillionaire, not only in the home-based business space, but in this same company. Guys, that is an amazing bonus for you there. And then bonus number 3, a 3-night luxury vacation stay. Yes, we're pulling out all the stops because we need soldiers in this army of economic empowerment to help us spread the word. See, these strategies have been taught in homes of wealthy people at their dinner table for generations. But now we have access to this information and we don't want to hoard it. We want to make sure that everybody has access to this information. So yes, you get a 3-night luxury vacation stay. This one says Daytona Beach, but there's actually about 7 or 8 different locations, destinations that you can choose from Myrtle Beach to Orlando, Florida, Las Vegas, Branson, Missouri. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, Cortez, ain't nobody traveling these days. Yes, you're right. But trust and believe, the minute all this is over, you're going to wish you had this vacation voucher in your back pocket so that you can escape this doggone quarantine. I know I do, right? So this comes when you take action today, you get your vacation voucher. But not only do you get your vacation stay, when you join this team, you have the ability to use these vacation incentives to get people to see and join your team as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we are one of the fastest growing teams in the entire organization, is because we make it easy for you to build your own brand and grow your team and use leverage of tools, the internet. We got the best trainer in the industry. Guys, all you have to do is get out of your own way and get this thing cracking. So when you start your MWR Financial business today, here's what you get. The MWR Financial Edge membership, that's a $497 value, right? Come on, unlimited access to CPAs. Normally a CPA would charge anywhere from $150 to $250 per hour, right? Financial planners charges anywhere from $250 to $500 per hour, plus they charge you a percentage of your assets that they manage. It is crazy that you get access to all of this. Then you get the MWR Financial Turnkey Business, a $997 value. Guys, this is a full-fledged financial education franchise. And when we say turnkey, that's exactly what we mean. You get started today and you could be making money today, right? Then you get your free, completely customizable website with autoresponder. That's a $397 value. That's, to me, that's priceless, because when you can build a brand in the marketplace, especially in the financial education space, which is an evergreen industry, guys, I want you to know something. Financial services industry is a $4 trillion industry here in the U.S. alone. And when you think globally, it's 11 trillion. How much of that do you really, really need, right? So you build your own brand in this space, that is actually priceless. Then you get your fast track to area director and above membership with Brian Bean. That's a $1,997 value, guys. Over 20 courses on what it takes to build a home-based business empire. And not only that, what he did specifically in this company to break all of the records to the rank that he's at right now. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. And then last but not least, your 3-night luxury stay vacation incentive. That is a $597 value. That's just for the stay, guys. If we added in the ability to give away these incentives to your potential new teammates, come on, it gets ridiculous how much this will cost. So total value, $4,485 is what it is valued at. But of course, we understand the times. We're not here to charge you what it's valued at. We're here to make you an offer you simply can't refuse. So when you start your MWR Financial business today, only $228 to get started. And then to maintain your business, it is $119 per month. I know what you're saying. That's popcorn and peanut money, Cortez. Yes, I want everything that MWR has to offer as a business owner. Well, guess what? We want you to have it, and we want to help you win. We want to help you have success. So at this point in the presentation, that's going to wrap it up for us. Chances are you are either one of three people. A number 3 says, thanks, but no thanks. I'm good right now, and I'm going to be even better on the other side of this pandemic. More power to you. At least get back with the person who invited you to tonight's webinar and tell them thank you, right? You might be a number 2. A number 2 says, I really like what you guys got going on, but more importantly, for me, it's all about me getting my finances together. I don't really want to build a business, but I do like that Financial Edge membership. Well, guess what? For $79, you can start your Financial Edge membership today, and they will start working on your credit. They will help you lower your taxes. They will help you get out of debt in record time, and they'll help you set up your private reserve bank account. They will help you set up your land banking transactions and help you accumulate your assets, right? But then you might be a number 1. See, a number 1 says, yes, I need those professionals in my corner, but not for the income that I have today. See, I need those financial professionals in my corner for the millions of dollars that I'm going to accumulate as I become the best financial educator that I can on the planet and bring people to this wonderful organization to get them trained and educated on what it takes to build wealth. If you're a number 1, I need you to get back with the person who got you on this webinar and tell them you're a number 1 and get started today and let us know where we're sending your bonuses to. If you're a number 2, I need you to get started today. Get back with the person who invited you to this webinar and get started today. And let us know where we're sending your bonuses to. And if you're number 3, we thank you for hanging out. And at least get back with the person who invited you and tell them thank you for looking out for you. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap this thing up. Ariel, any last words before we get out of here?
Yes. I just wanted to let you know, awesome presentation. You really broke things down, and I'm glad you shared your personal story. And to all my friends that are watching, I'm glad you guys tuned in. I'm thanking you personally for taking the time out to really look and see how your finances can improve during this time. So I thank you and thank everybody else that came.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's it for us. Until we talk to you next time, we want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. So